Cool. All right. So we got that going. I'm feeling good. Feeling good. All right. Let me think celebrities influence promote entities knowing damn well they have no clue what they're talking about. Oh. It's a weird tweet from Elon Musk. But I guess it is what it is. Um. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Okay. Okay. Here we go. There we go. I think now I should have it. Yeah. There you go. Documents, personal, Python, CD, Melkey, TwitchBot, and then let's see. What are we gonna do today? Today, oh, what's the too long? Come on. Today we are doing engineering talks every Sunday. Engineering talks. Today's topic is managing side projects. Cool. Save that. Yo, what's up? What is up, my man? What is up, my man? What is up? How you guys doing today? Happy Sunday. It's a great day to get up on chores, get up on some learning. Sundays are great. Sundays are great. What's up? Let's get those pals in. Get those pals in chat, guys. How are you all doing today? You know, this is still early show. I'm just getting everything set up, trying to get my everything dotted. You know how it goes. Hat Knight, what's going on? How are you, sir? Something like not working. Hold up. Trying to see. Okay. This like thing is like the station where I listen to. Oh, there you go. Okay, it was like weird. Good. Everyone's good. What's up, everyone? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Oh yeah. So I was gonna say Sundays are great. I really like Sundays. It's probably one of my favorite days of the week because it's literally like the day that you can do anything with, if that makes sense. I mean, like you can do those any day, but a Sunday is like you can catch up on chores, you can catch up on like learning something. You know, if there's a Udemy course that you want to like really dive in, spend the whole day to, there's not a better day to do a Udemy course or to do a Medium tutorial than a Sunday. Prove me wrong. What's a better day than a Sunday to do YouTube tutorials, learning stuff, doing textbook chapters? I can't think of one. Pip env run Python 3 bot.py. Okay, let's get the bot in there. And let's go like that. Cool. Seeing if there's anything we have to add. But yeah, it's Sunday, guys. So obviously that means engineering talks. My favorite stream topic. My favorite way to stream. My favorite method to stream. Noura, how's it going? Give me that pow. Thank you guys for coming in here, saying hello. Sending me that beautiful pow emote. You know, it means a lot to me. Kodiko, what? Kodiko, I haven't even put my makeup on, dude. I was not ready. Holy, dude. Wow. Almost as if that was planned. Kodiko, what's going on, man? Kodiko, you and I haven't spoken in a while, dude. We definitely gotta catch up. I don't know. I hope, first of all, thank you for rating. It means a lot. I appreciate that, homie. But yeah, you and I definitely gotta catch up, sir. What's going on, Noel? What's going on, Pizza? What's going on, everyone? How are you guys doing? How was Kodiko's stream? Was it amazing? I know it was. Kodiko's stream is amazing. So, what'd you do today, man? I was lurking your stream yesterday, cause these like the weekend streams I'm doing, because I do them a little bit earlier, I'm able to catch like your stream, Cade Milia stream earlier because you guys start so early because of I think time zone differences. So it's been nice. It's been really nice. I'm doing well, bro. How are you doing? I'm doing pizza. I'm cheese. You never watch my streams, bro. Never watch my streams, dog. You got that sword, but man, you're not battling the stream battles. Fact, bro. It's a fact that you don't watch my streams? Yeah, it is a fact. Where can I find that theme? You can find this theme on my config. If you do exclamation point, CO like that, that's my new theme config. It's one dark. You can check it out if you enjoy it. All right, let's go. Happy Sunday, everyone. But I'm not joking, bro. I don't know why you don't love you. But why don't you watch my? I don't get it. Why don't you watch my streams? I know you watch. I know you watch Trashers and Kodikos, like all the other mods. But like, why not? And the Trues and Jordans. Why don't you catch mine? Happy Sunday, everyone. It's engineering talks. Today we are talking about. Managing your side projects. Okay, I'm just posting on Twitter. Because I don't know if I have to do anything else. I don't think so. But we'll see. Copy that. Paste that. And then do exclamation point programming. Programmer? Okay. Whatever. And programming. Cool. So I'll post that on Twitter. Hopefully. Did I even post in Discord? I don't know. Why is that against moderation settings? What's against moderation settings? Pizza not a real one. Why is that against moderation? Wait, what's against moderation settings? My post about my project. You post about your project? Wait, where? I didn't even see that. Hey everyone. What's up, CTF flag? Welcome in. PB, what's up? I got a fear again, man. Gonna look around. Side project, what keep me sane. Nice to see people still believe in them. Oh hell yeah, dude. I think all we do is side projects. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I did ask what you were working on, and it got removed. That's probably not my moderation setting. That's probably like Twitch's. Maybe there's like a setting where you don't allow to post links. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. No link. Kodiko is doing Python. It's pretty pog. You're doing Python? Kodiko. I also mentioned his flag before here. Hey, nice. Wait, Kodiko. Yeah, Kodiko, you're self-taught just like I am. But you're doing, you started with JavaScript, correct? A Chrome extension for saving your own chat messages. A Chrome oh, that's sick. I kind of want to read my own chat. Nice, yes. I remember, Cody, yeah. So, Kodiko, you started with JavaScript. You learned Go, and now you're learning Python? Did I get that right? Has that been the, yeah, my new job is going to be in Python. Oh, you got a new job? No way. Congrats. I didn't know about that. Did I miss that? I had no idea that you got... Yo, everyone, exclamation point drop. A drop. Congratulations to Mr. Kodiko. That's actually unbelievable, man. Congrats, dude. Can you tell us a little bit more about the position, about the job, how you got it? These are topics that we want to talk about, Kodiko, because like a person like yourself, self-taught, going from one, you know, let's say branch of programming to a different one. For a lot of people, that's like a very big hurdle. I think for everyone, that's a big hurdle, right? So if you can explain a little bit, that'd be awesome. We can talk about it because I think that's really cool. Bro, I've been hearing that called the Golang, and it's hard to resist. Dude, do Golang. You should learn Golang, man. It's like you most definitely have to learn Golang. I'm gonna go. I forgot to notify my Discord. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to interrupt the conversation here, but let's just do at everyone. That's not everyone. At everyone. There you go. Engineering. Oh, engineering talks Sundays. Today's topic is how to manage your side projects. And then let's put a link here. Yeah, there you go. That should be good. Cool. All right. Golang or Rust for DS? Do you mean DS as data science? I've gone from being a front end dev to working on the internals for Python. I currently write linters and parsers. Can't be happier. Nice, DTL. Yeah, no love for the trap house. No love for the trap house. I just gave it to them. I just gave that notification to bother people. You know, wake them up a little bit maybe. But I don't know. If people don't want like pizza. You know, if pizza doesn't watch me anymore, so I don't. You know, you don't want to force yourself onto others. I've been thinking of turning up learning on Python and Rust. Oh, you should, man. You should always continue learning programming languages. Hell yeah. I just decided I want to do a switch and apply to a ton of different companies. I think one thing that helped me a lot was doing a lot of interviews because getting a lot of offers upped my comp. Nice. Were you in like what when you say you were applying to a lot of companies? What was the motivation behind that? Were you applying as a back-end developer? Were you applying as a data scientist? Were you applying as a machine learning engineer? You know, it's a broad statement to say I was applying to a lot of Python companies. What kind of shifted you from going from like the front end that you were working with JavaScript to the industry in Python? Welcome in, everyone. How are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. If you're just coming in, if you want to say hello, !1 DRP. Let's get those crust out of our eyes. Let's drink a cup of coffee. You know, grab a notebook, grab a notepad. Make sure you're in a good Zen area. Because we're gonna have this is engineering talks. It's motherfucking engineering talks. You guys know what it is. It's where I talk with you guys talk with me. All we do is have awesome conversations about engineering topics, about things that, you know, we as software developers, engineers, we come from different areas, right? Some of us go to school, some of us are self-taught, some of us are just learning. So all we're doing now is kind of pooling everyone's ideologies, all of our questions, and just having a conversation. That's what engineering talks is. So if you can stick around, that'd be amazing. If you can't, absolutely no worries, because we got VODs here, we got the notes in the Discord here, so we got you covered. Back in engineering roles mostly, and some full stack roles. Mostly Node and Golang, but I slipped one Python job in there because I thought the company was going nice. Yo, Deliver, what's going on, dude? Deliver, what's up? Give me that, pal. Hey, man, what's up? Popped in for a second, thinking about a chill pet project for Sundays, dude. That's what Sundays are, man. Show eyes. My eyes are right here, Tax. My eyes are right here, homie. Let's see. Applying to a lot of places has multiple benefits. Not only do you get more places to choose from, you get more negotiating power inside company if you already have high-paying offers. Yes. Serious question. How do I look that fresh? I showered this morning. And I also recommend drinking lots of water. I drink a lot of water. I drink probably 4 liters of water a day. So if you aren't drinking a lot of water, and I also quit smoking. That's also a thing. I'm 30 days in on my smoking quit. So I probably look much healthier than previously because I've, you know, quit smoking and I've basically replaced that with water. Good job, man. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, cool. So I think we got a lot of things in the, I think we got our bot running. That's always good. And I think the only thing we're missing is our classic Excalibur, because we need Excalibur for these. This is from, oh, what the heck? Go back to content. All right, let's see what we got here. So these are all from our previous topics. We got Jesus farted. Look at this, man. Coffee run. If you guys remember, look at this. A couple days ago, this stream been amazing. This week's stream, honestly, have been some of my favorites because we literally went through the process of mocking an entire, my computer's like dying. Sorry. If you were here on Thursday and yesterday, what did you guys think of those streams? Because those are awesome. We literally went from an idea, writing it down. What the fuck? Okay, that was weird. That's the first time that's happened to me with Excalibur. It's just like not working anymore. Okay, I guess I have to chat with you. I guess you guys have to hear me talk for a little bit while I figure out why Excalibur just committed seppuku. I've got an idea. A CLI app that would send notifications on Slack, Discord, and stuff with code review requests and actually create PRs on GitHub and other platforms. That's fun. Nice. Yeah, like a hook, right? Massive kudos. I'll buy you a drink if you keep it up. Yeah, I want to see if I can do it for 3 months. DTL. I want to see if I can quit smoking, quit nicotine for 3 months. Okay, I think Excalibur's back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, clusters. Yo, welcome in. First time viewer, welcome in. Give me that, pal. Is having personal project equally as important as knowing data science and algorithm for getting interviews and hard bang? Trying to determine how to spend my time. Dude, phenomenal question. Say, I need you to stay here because we're gonna write down as a question down. So yeah, last couple of days we actually planned our app. We chose which one we're gonna do, and we did the technical spec and architecture for it. Really fun, really fun. So if you guys want to see some cool streams, you're at the right place. But here we go. So today, y'all know what we're gonna do, right? Y'all know what it is. Engineering talks. Today's topic is managing, or let's go. How to, and I want this bigger. You know, I want it to be Excel. I'm an Excel kind of guy. How to manage your side projects. Awesome. Okay, so first thing, if this is your first engineering talks, this is how we do it. We keep the first 10-15 minutes for your questions. It's a broad topic, and then we go through them one by one. More people come in, more people ask questions. That's just kind of how we roll. So first, from clusters, is having side projects equally as important as DS and A? So let's just put leak code. Let's put leak code because I think leak code is almost synonymous for like stuff like that. Be back in 2 minutes. Gotta go grab a pint. Oh, what time is it for you, man? Okay. Dude, Snack Chat has been deprecated until further notice. I've deprecated Snack Chat just because I want to rebuild it down the future, but I just don't have time to do it. And it's just kind of, it's more of a hassle than anything nowadays. And I don't really want to do that. Yeah, it's just a hassle to keep maintain it. And like, I'm not really vibing with that. You know, I'm dreading to put it on. Okay. Is having side project equally as important as data science, not data science, data structure and algorithms. How to balance your time from creating side projects, how to balance your time for creating side projects, right? Another question is, should you even create side projects? I think that's a valid question. Another thing is, how much learning should I incorporate into my side project? Okay. What is the purpose of doing side projects? And there's also really cool content I also want to talk to you guys about. It's called silver dollar syndrome. If you've never heard of silver dollar syndrome, I'll talk to you guys about that. Do you have to have side project if you have a full-time job? Yes. Thank you, Kodako. Do you have to do side projects if you already have a full-time job, right? Are side projects, oh, you know what, it'd be better if I did this. Do side projects equal side hustles, right? Valid. What if you have too many side projects? That is exactly what silver dollar syndrome is. Thank you. First time viewer, welcome in. Give me that, pal. Will my full-time employer have rights to my side project? Oh, dude. Will my full-time employer have rights to my project if it blows up? If it moons? Okay. Do you have to ship complete side project? Yes, exactly. Do side project matter in for a portfolio? Yo, beautiful question. Thank you guys, chat. This is amazing. You guys are beautiful. I'm so happy that we got a great batch of questions here. Do side projects matter for a portfolio? What's up, Trash? How's it going, man? Oh, own codes. Give me that pow, dude. Giving a T1 to Kodako. Oh, and you've gifted 5 subs in my channel? Gotta give a badge for you, man. Trash, how you doing, sir? Do you... Yo, you gave another one? Owen, my dude. What's going on here? Thank you, Owen. Another pow. Do you have to deploy your side project? Here's a good one. Here's a good one that I think incorporates it. What is considered a finished? Let's put that in bracket here. A finished side project. Okay. Melks, do you think in the future we'll be hearing AI generated music and watching AI generated TV shows? Yeah, I think so. This is off topic, but I just got a Moonlander. How do you configure it? Young MGC, welcome to Moonlander Club, sir. Big round of applause for that. There is an application that you can use to it's called let's go to Moonlander. Let me help you out for a quick second here. This is what you need. You need Oryx. I'm gonna show you. This is what you're going to need, my friend. It's called Oryx. I'm gonna send you this layer in chat. This is for you. You take it for free, okay? You don't have to do anything. This is like, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You can configure it that way. You're gonna have to wipe and flash from Moonlander. But welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the Moonlander club. Welcome to this better life, more awesomeness, and just being a better programmer. I'm just kidding, man. Dude, use whatever you want. Okay. Is a project ever truly finished? What's up, Steffi? Welcome in. Elijah, welcome in. These are all great questions. Hell yeah. Is that noob's hat? Yeah, Owen, it is that noob's hat on my keyboard. It's funny you notice that. This keycap was actually a gift from a really good friend of mine. So yes, but it is the same one-piece hat. Okay. Okay, so does anyone else have any other questions on this topic? Because this is a great batch. This is what, maybe 10 questions? These are 10 awesome questions. You can have an hour conversation on each one. Obviously, we're not going to have an hour conversation on each one of these. But anyone have any more questions we can add? And obviously, as we're talking, you can add in more questions if something comes to your mind if you don't have anything right now. But yeah, like I said, you know, Engineering Talk Sunday. Grab a coffee, grab your Switch, play that new Pokemon game. You better get that new Pokemon game. I think it's amazing. Myself, Trash Dev, Kiwi, we all got it. It's awesome. New better get those IP lords. Yeah, yo, new better sue One Piece, man. All right. Do you have answers to all those? I definitely don't have answers to all of those, but the point is not me giving you guys answers. The point is we come to an answer together through conversation. Should you do side projects solo or as a team or both? Ooh, collaboration in side projects. How should I and how? That's a good one. All right, let's just start it off. Let's start off the conversation. I wanted to potentially, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something. How to manage your side project. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. This should be different. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so it stands out. We're going to remove this one because we don't need that anymore. Owen, oh my god. You've gifted 3 subs today. Owen, my dude, what's happening over there, man? Give me that, pal. You handsome bastard. Thank you. Crazy. The Hutchery, welcome in, man. How do you manage code reviews, Git branch structure for a solo side project? Is it worth following normal Git workflow or just pushing to main? Okay, Git workflow in side projects should best practices. Let's put it that way, best practices. And thank you everyone for following. I can't see the name of anyone who's following because my chat, as you can see the chat here, it doesn't show you who follows. I can only see notifications like if someone gifts, bits, raids. So if you follow, I can only hear about the notification. I don't know your name, but I appreciate that. And just, you know, say something in chat if you're a new follower. Should you put a lot of work into one project or have a bunch of smaller side projects? I think one more question I'm going to add in here, guys, is what happens when I get bored? Right? What happens when I get bored? And yo, what's up, Colin Deb? Give me that, pal. Welcome in. What happens when I get bored? What happens if I start a new one before finishing an old one? Does that sound familiar to anyone? Does this resonate with anyone? I can tell you something, it resonates with me, okay? This one resonates with me a lot. And then because we're gonna be scrolling down a little bit, no sarcasm, we're gonna just keep this how to manage your side project on the side here for anyone walking into the stream a little bit later, and if they're wondering what we're going to do. Should side projects include contributing to open source projects? Ooh, that's a good one. We can talk about that one for sure. Okay. Open source contribution. Maybe that is a side project. Maybe your side project is just a contribution. Okay. All right, guys. Let's get this going. So first question, is having a side project equally as important as data structure algorithms? All right. We're going to yoink that. Paste that here. Can you save your pages on this app? Yes, you can, Owen. You can. Owen, this app is called Excalidraw. And for anyone, if you guys want to know this application, what I always use, so like I already went through this, but yeah, I use this for everything. if you guys have saw my stream the last week, we literally came up with what application we're going to build on stream all through Excalibur. We took your notes, we did some mock-ups, we wrote it down, little flow, had better ideation, little more flow, architecture, our tech stack, bang. So I definitely recommend it, guys. I recommend if you're not using Excalibur or any, I just recommend you guys take notes. Take notes of your of what you do. It changes a lot. Okay, let's scroll down. Can everyone see? Is this too small? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I think it's a little too small. Perfect. This is good, right? Let's bring this down. Hey, together. What's up, Darth? What's going on? How you doing today? All right. Are we good? Is this good on font size? Everyone in chat, are we good on font size? Can I get an exclamation point DROP if this is good on font size? Last thing I want to do is start this stream talking about some stuff and then no one can see what you're writing about. But that's okay because all these notes are going to be available in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord already, join the Discord. We're trying to get 1,000 members in the Discord. If you guys can help me out, get 1,000 members in the Discord. I'm going to do an amazing special stream. It would be phenomenal. If you're not already in there, it's awesome. But, you know, help us get to 1,000. No way, Owen, I'm gonna have to ban you, bro. You're gifting too many gifted subs. You gave it to my bot. Owen Codes just gave my bot Delkimev a sub. Can we take that in for a second, chat? Can we take that in for a second? The bot that I created, this bot right here, guys. This dude. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Where's the bot? This dude right here just got a sub. Lucky bot. I'm telling you, man. Telling Delky. All right. Owen balling out, man. Owen supporting heavily. Hi, Melkey. I'm sorry for calling you a CSS engineer yesterday. Please don't ban me. I will not ban you, sir. I will not ban you. Not for anything like that. Okay. First topic, guys. Is having side projects equally as important as DS and A? I think the answer here is yes. And it's not just a yes. It's yes 100%. Let me explain to you why. DS and A, as we all know, is super valuable for Fang, manga, and not like I think that we're seeing the dilution of Fang. Okay, big companies, tech companies, you're always going to have a technical interview. You're always going to have some sort of a technical. All right, as a programmer, as an engineer, there's no way they're gonna talk to you and not test you on your technical skills during interview process. Maybe very entry, maybe internship, yes. Okay, but at levels of intermediate, senior, even juniors, you're going to have to prove your, abilities in some form of a technical aspect. No, it's not important. If you just want to write code in your professional life, you have to learn algorithms. But side projects are or should be not be managed. Sadly, it feels like they are managed in current culture. Maybe. I think side projects are more useful for smaller companies, startups, where it's more practical knowledge. Yes, but here's why side projects are good. And from now on, side projects will be SP, okay? Because I want to keep typing side projects. So SP are good because, let me tell you something what they teach you guys. They're conversation starters, all right? They're conversation starters. And what they can do is they can differentiate you from the rest of the candidates. That's such a powerful statement. If you're applying to Google, you know how many people apply to Google? A shit ton. Okay, you know how many of those applicants are better than you at LeetCode? Probably a lot. That's not me knocking you down. That's me just being realistic. Okay, you're probably a phenomenal technical LeetCode interviewer. I'm sure your skills are way better than mine, way better than your average Joe. But there's always going to be someone better. Okay, now a lot of these companies, they do just look at the technical, ability and how well you solve it, how it's optimized. But you have to think about it from an interview perspective. You get a rubric, and only one of those columns, one of those sections, is for the technical LeetCode style interview. The other one is communication, how you are as a person, what kind of things do you do. Okay, and these are sometimes the aspects that people who are very strong at LeetCode fumble the ball, right? The most brilliant engineers who can solve things and explain big O like nobody else, they sometimes fumble the ball when the interview goes and expands beyond just that technical portion of the interview. So what happens then, right? This is where I think side projects allow you to talk and have a natural conversation without it feeling forced. allows a convo to be natural and not forced. Or someone with SP versus no SP. Yeah, right. And let me tell you why side projects are good. Side projects are good because it showcases the company, the company, what you really want. We've talked about this before on my channel multiple times. How passion should be a big motivator. Okay, so let me give you guys an example here. I'm gonna write this down. An example, right? Let's say I want to apply to Twitter. I want to apply to Twitter. Specifically as a data scientist. Okay? Let's say I have done 200 leak code questions. Okay? So I want to apply to data science to Twitter specifically. I just want Twitter. For some reason, I really like Twitter. I really like the direction they're going. It's just something I resonate with. Right? I use it all the time. I would love to work at Twitter. I have a passion for the company, which we talk about all the time. And let's say for that, obviously Twitter is a big tech company. There's going to be some leak code problems, right? So I do 200. I grinded my leak code. I did my time, couple months, fumbled the ball, did some practice interviews. I think I'm ready for leak code style technical interview at Twitter. However, what I also do is, because while I'm also doing leak code, I make a side project that parses Twitter's data and creates a dashboard for mods to see. Look at that. Dude, you can have a startup for that much work. But look at that. I have a side project that parses Twitter data and creates a dashboard for mods to see. This project, like, for real, this is a tough project to do. Parsing Twitter data, putting it into a dashboard, deploying it, that's a hard project to do, but it's doable, right? If you put the time and effort on Sundays, Saturdays, whenever you have time, I think you could definitely do a side project that does this functionality, okay? So now, what you're presenting to your interview, to your employer, is, I want to work for you. I want to work for you. It's not the fact that I want to work for any FANG company. I want to work for Twitter, okay? And I want to work for Twitter. Let me show you what I built using your, let's say APIs. Let's say you're using this and this. This is showcasing that I'm going to be above and beyond the lead code style grind that everyone has to do, okay? So that's why I think side projects are equally as important as DSNA. Now, I think for an entry-level role, they do present more of a, they present more, they're more valuable as a junior. If you're a junior and you're presenting your side project, I think your employer could say, like, this person has passion. We want this person on our team. The more senior you get, I think sometimes your side projects may not truly have that same worth because your previous experience at the company is going to overshadow that. But I think even as an entry intermediate, I think this is good, okay? Do you upload your VODs? Yes, sir. Miguel, welcome in. Check my VODs out. All the engineering talks, welcome in. First of all, guys, if you don't know what this is, engineering talks, it's a Sunday podcast stream show I do every Sunday where we talk about projects and topics that you guys want to talk about. This is the third week. First week was FANG preparation. Second week was what programming language for 2022. And today, managing your side projects. So much great content. Hey, it's my pleasure. I need to do some side projects on my resume. I think so. Okay. So I think this is good, right? I think we know that why side projects are important and why I think it should be equally as important. Does anyone have any comments on that? I think this is, I think it definitely doesn't hurt to have side projects, but I think you have to manage your time. I think that's what it always boils down to. What's up, Lycan? Welcome in. All right. Great question here. This is definitely how to balance your time for creating side projects. We're all busy people, right? All of us have things to do. Some of us have school. Some of us have families. Some of us have full-time jobs. Where do you get the time to do this? And, let's not forget, sometimes you just want to relax. It's tough to look at code all day, every day. So sometimes a person just wants to come home or spend the weekend just playing the new Pokemon Legends Arceus games. So how do you find the time to balance creating a side project on top of everything? Yo, Miguel, that's a brand new subscription. That's a sub tier 1. Wow, Miguel, pleasure. Thank you so much, sir. Give me that pow. Love your energy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ah, man, I always find it very, very amazing when a new person just like decides to sub. You know, I like it. Buy a beautiful cube that makes you want to sit before it. Yeah. Um, what's up, El Adventurio? Okay, so how to balance your time for creating side projects? A lot of us are busy. You know, families, full-time jobs, other activities, and obviously, you know what, guys? Life is just fucking busy, huh? Like life is just super busy sometimes. Sometimes you don't know what happened. Sometimes you go into your kitchen, a pipe burst. Ah shit. I gotta plan on calling a plumber. I gotta plan on calling my insurance. Shit, you know, where that goes my Sunday that I was gonna spend creating my side project. So life comes at you fast. And let me tell you something, that's fucking okay, man. You know, shit happens. Shit happens. But how should you balance your time for creating side projects? This is going to be a pretty shitty answer, but it's an answer. Hope you guys put some time to think about it. Don't force it. Don't force it. Don't force time. Don't force time in your side project. Okay, now this is controversial. Okay, this is controversial, but I would say if you start to force yourself to find time to do side projects, you're going to hate the second. Yo, Owen, thank you again. Chat, what's going on with Owen? Does anyone know what's happening? Does anyone know what's happening? What? Can we get a drop in chat for Owen? This guy's gifted 4 subs today. We got a hype train. You guys hear that? Hype train is close. Let's go. Owen is popping off. We gotta provide him some great content then, you know? So don't force it. And it's funny because you're like, well, how am I gonna find the time? If you want to work on a side project, time will come for it. Okay? We got Pepe Pow in chat. Like in, let's go. Pepe Pow it, let's go. However, let's get a more concrete answer here, because this is, if I saw this answer, be like, that doesn't really help me. You know, I have trouble balancing my time. I really was looking for a more concrete answer. Well, a bit more hands-on is start to organize what you spend your time on, right? Organize it with full-time work. You know, let's say health. Let's say activities. So activities, which could be, you know, gym. It could be, you know, hiking. Just stuff like that, you know, stuff like that. And then always make time for relaxing. So relaxing. And people relax in different ways. People play games. They stream. Just make time for it, okay? So once you organize I feel like I started too many sentences with I feel like. Oh, that's all good, bro. We all feel like that. So start to organize what you spend your time on. And then once you see that, create a schedule. Not doing anything is so underrated. It is. Create a schedule. Whoops. Create a schedule that works for you. To find some time. Now, here's another thing I'm going to suggest to you guys. I read this in a book. I read this in actually the manufacturing Bible, which is created by Toyota. I currently forget the name of it, but let me explain to you a tactic that I can use. If you've ever feel like you just don't have a lot of time to start a side project, you know what you should do? This is what I forgot who's the author of Toyota. What was his name? Yeah, Eiji Toyota. Who is? No. The Toyota way. I forget the author. Anyways, it'll come to me. The Toyota way. Play Pokemon instead of side projects. That's what Trash does, and he works at Netflix. So I mean, maybe he's right. But what I got from that is the very first thing you should do. The very first thing you should do is spend 10 minutes thinking of what you're going to do. All right, so spend 10 minutes. If you only have 10 minutes in 1 week, use that 10 minutes to think of what you're going to do for your side project, which includes writing it down, writing what you want to work on a piece of paper. Okay, I use this technique all the time. I have papers everywhere. I have papers here, I have papers there, I have papers here. I have notebooks filled. My gym notebook is filled with papers. The first thing I do before anything, when I plan my gym workout, I take 10 minutes and I just write down what I'm gonna do. I write it down, and then I allocate the time to go to the gym, because it's almost like once you write it down, you've sealed the action, right? Once you've wrote it down, you almost feel compelled to act on it, to actually do it. Because when it's just in your thought, when you're just thinking of, I want to allocate, I want my side project to do this and this. When you're just thinking about that, it doesn't really manifest itself. So when you first write it down on a piece of paper, that's the first step of actually manifesting yourself to create some time for your side project. And thank you for that new subscription, Infanu. Welcome in. Give me that, pal. My pleasure to have you, sir. Or ma'am. Or neither. My pleasure to have you, person. I hope that makes sense. For personal notes, do you like physically writing, or do you use note? No, I physically write everything. Like work. My work notebook, filled to the brim of just notes. Okay? My side projects here, I write them all down. When I want to go to the gym, I write down what I do for a day. Like today, right? I write down the date and I write down what I'm gonna do, which includes like cleaning, streaming, getting tickets for all this stuff, right? I write it down because it binds me to the action, okay? And it's a very powerful concept that people take for granted. Just writing it down on any piece of paper, could be a napkin, could be a toilet paper, could be a tissue. Write it down. It binds you to the action. And writing things down is the first step to any side project. Okay, so again, we kind of went on a tangent here, but to find balance, to balance your time for creating side project, it has to come natural, right? It has to come natural. The more you want to work on your SP, the more time the universe will create for you. And one last thing I want to say about this. I feel like writing it down on a physical paper is a lot more powerful than using your next best to-do app. It's great. I agree. Again, everyone's different. If you want to use it, if you get the same benefit as a to-do app, do it. Okay? Just the point is, don't keep your I want tos and I wills in here. Let them get birthed in here, okay? Let them create the thought in here, but bind the action by writing it down somewhere. Kenderith, welcome in. Give me that, pal. There is, in fact, a link to all these notes. I do recommend you join the Discord. We're trying to get 1,000 members in our Discord, if you guys can help me that. But I do post all the notes there in the Engineering Talks channel. So get in there. Okay? Yo, I send you my workout plan in DMs. Let me know if it's sweet. Okay. I'll share it after the stream's done, okay, Owen? I'll take a look at it after the stream's done. And then I'll show you my workout plan. And maybe we can, like, see what they are. Because I want a new one, so. Okay. So I definitely think that writing it binds the action. I think more stuff is spent evaluating which is more productive to do up than doing the to-dos. Exactly. So that is the first kind of how to balance your time for creating side project. And the last thing I want to say is sometimes sacrifice is needed. Okay? And it's a harsh statement to make, but if you're going out with your friends to hibachi every Saturday, maybe miss next Saturday, and spend that time on your side project. Listen, Thank you for all the followers. Again, I can't see your names who are following, but I do appreciate all the followers. You guys are amazing. Make sure you guys say in chat, give me a hello, and I'll give you a pow. If, let's say, every Saturday you and your friends go out, or even Friday nights, let's say you guys just get ronked and you go to the bar and to the clubs, and you're spending, you know, from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. partying, and then the next Saturday you're waking with a hangover and you need time to wake up. Listen, that's fun. Live life. Do it all. I'm not saying that's wrong. But if you're also struggling with the fact that you're complaining and kicking yourself, I don't have time for my fucking side projects, man. This is a good opportunity for you to evaluate yourself and say, maybe I shouldn't get balked with the boys on Friday and say, I'm going to miss it. Spend Friday manifesting and noting everything you want to do, and then spend Saturday morning executing. So sometimes sacrifice is needed. Okay? All right, I'm in the Discord. See you there and have a nice stream. Enjoy your Sunday, sir. Thank you. So there you go. There it is, okay? That is what I suggest. If you're struggling with time to create for your side projects, sometimes you gotta look deep and sometimes you gotta sacrifice. But again, do not force it. Let it come natural. If there's something wrong with your psyche, your body and mind will tell you what it is, okay? And typically, trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. They never. Your instincts are the one thing in the life. Your instincts and your mom are the only things in life that will only be there to give you the good things. Okay. Should you even create side projects? All right, this is a pretty good one. Let's go down. What does this even mean? I asked this question. I know what it means. Okay. Should you even? I'm not gonna say create. Should you even do any side? I think that has a better ring to it. Okay. What's up, True Legit? Welcome in. Give me that pow. Smaller versus bigger side projects. Yeah, that I think that's the topic. Actually, we're gonna get to that. Check out tinyproject.dev. What is that? Do you have a link? A lot of us, like I said, a lot of us are busy. A lot of us already have full-time jobs. Some of us are grinding leak code. Why should I do any side project? Well, here's the thing. I think this is gonna be a pretty short answer. Hey everyone, randomly into the stream, enjoying it so far. Hey, what's up, Stay Peaceful 89? Love the name. Welcome in. Give me that, pal. First time viewer. Let's go. Tinyproject.dev. Let's see what this is, sir. Oh, let me hook you guys up with the dark mode because it's a little bright. Entrepreneur who started the ice cream business and cookie dough business, amongst other things. So I'm not too sure what this is. I'm that person who's constantly coming up with lots of like, yep. The goal of this website is to try and explore as many of these ideas as I can. I'm not one of the New Year's resolutions, but I do seem to get into a habit of setting goals around my birthday. Okay, cool. This looks pretty good. This is great. There's a link to it right there. JY, appreciate that link. This looks pretty good. I'm gonna bookmark it and check it out later. Just because I don't want to go off from the topic here. And family, yeah. Sorry, and we gotta switch this back. Because dark mode works kind of funny in Excel Draw. Some of us have families. Okay, so why should I do any side project? I think the biggest thing for me is learning. Right, it's a great opportunity for you to learn new technologies. Let's get an example here. I'm Melkey. I want to make a personal website. You know, just like a melkey.dev website. I think it's okay. You know, completely normal. A lot of us have portfolio personal websites. I want to make one. With my current skill set, I would do it in React, Tailwind, Vite, and if I have to use State, something like Zusten. Okay, but that wouldn't be me learning anything. I know there's technologies pretty well at this point. I can manage how to make a website easily, and this is just my own personal website. It's not blocking anyone. There's no money involved. No one's dying for this website. Just for me. Why not take the opportunity to learn something new? Why shouldn't I learn, you know, Next.js or React Query? It's actually the perfect opportunity to learn something like that. You have a website already, Melkey? No, I don't. I don't have a personal website. Okay, so learning is a great opportunity that exposes itself when you do side projects that have no real, like, you know, at the end of the day, side projects are just side projects. Most of the time, and I say this with love, they don't amount to anything. You know, they don't amount to anything. However, they can amount to a lot if you take the opportunity to learn from them. Okay. Again, another topic. It's a lot of fun. Side projects are intended to be a lot of fun. Okay. Let me give you an example of something that's really fun, and you could just see how fun it is. You guys know TJ, my older brother, TJ the Vries. Okay. If you don't, check out his stream. He is a core contributor to NeoVim, and he created Telescope. You can see, and Telescope was a side project, okay? You can see that not only was his side project extremely successful, he had so much fun building it, okay? And you can tell every time he got on stream, he was doing it not like, oh, fuck, I gotta do this. It was never like that. When TJ worked on Telescope, he was like, all right, this is what I want to do. I was talking to my buddy. He had this idea. It made so much sense. I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to change to a different grep system to see how to search things, blah, 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 fuzzy finding, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what I'm talking about. But he was able to, it looked like so much fun when he worked on Telescope. And it really showcased such a great product, such a great project in itself, right? So side projects, you learn a lot. They're a lot of fun. And lastly, you can solve a problem. You can solve, you know what? Even better, you can solve your problems. Bang. Wow, what a powerful sentence. This is probably one of the most underrated sentences of all time. That you can solve your problems. What the hell do I mean by that? Okay. Personally, I want to get a real users for all my side projects. It doesn't need to be a moonshot or anything, but real users, not just learning. Yep. Want feedback on my first blog post? I'll do, if you DM me, I'll do it. You can also create problems for people who use your code. You can also create problems for people who use your code. Yeah, for sure. I want to get real use from all my side projects. Yeah, and like you also have, yeah, just DM me. You also have personal goals, right? So like Kodako just said, real users using my product. Okay, but solving your own problems. Let's say you are constantly, here's an example. When I stream, I have to turn on all my bots. This is one of the reasons why I deprecated Snack Chat, because and the Pokemon raid counter. I had too many bots going, and before every single stream, I had to go turn it on, and it was like extremely annoying. Okay, and I didn't like it. However, what I did was I created a script that just runs them all at once. You can save your own problems. You can solve your own problems with your side projects, which I think is an incredible tool to have as a programmer, as an engineer. So I recommend that you look into doing side projects for learning, for just having fun, solving your own problems, and setting personal goals for yourself. That's a better one. Setting personal goals. Okay? If you want a side project that all it does is able to handle 100 tweets that scales, you're going to create that. And you're going to market it. And you're going to go through the whole journey of doing it, because that's what you set for your own personal goal. Okay? Cool. Okay, how much learning should I incorporate? Why do side projects? Melkey Dev YouTube content side project? Maybe. That'd be fun. Like a Michael Reese type deal. Why not do side projects to create a second income? You could definitely do side projects to create a second income. Welcome in, Langsdorf. What's up, man? Give me that, pal. Get it here. How much learning should I incorporate into my side project? Now, we just spoke about this a little bit above. Okay, I personally think, so this is, okay, so there's two ways to think about this. Two ways to think about this. Sometimes you want to incorporate zero learning. And that's it. I'll put, you know what, I'll put an asterisk here. Zero learning. Because I think anytime you make code, you run code, deploy code, something always comes up that's like a gotcha, right? And I put like an asterisk. There's always gotchas. Okay, I'm gonna put that, right? Sometimes you want to incorporate zero learning, and the reason for that is your project and your vision is concrete, and you definitively want to do something that solves people's issues and that contributes, right? So at this point, I don't think learning is a good approach. If you're if your side project is a serious, investment on your part, learning new tech may not be appropriate. In these situations, you are more focused on delivering and creating usable code. Okay. However, on the flip side, like I said with the personal portfolio, if you're working on something for yourself, it's more relaxed. Definitely, right? It's more relaxed. Definitely incorporate a lot of learning, because that's the best time to learn, especially if you're busy. If you're busy, okay? Because once you get busy, and I'm noticing this with my work right now, at my job, I'm learning a lot, but sometimes it's like the learning I'm doing at work is controlled learning, in the sense that the only new tools and languages I'm going to be exposed to learning at work come from the technologies that's used at Amazon. Does that make sense? Let me explain that again. So Amazon uses their own internal CI/CD tooling. For me, that's incredible to learn. It's going to be something new. It's exciting. I love it. However, I'm controlled by that umbrella of what they use and what I have to learn by that, by that system. But in doing personal projects, there is no cap, right? If I want to do a personal project and it requires some sort of backend server API routing, I could easily do it in Python. I could easily do it in Golang, but it also gives me opportunity to do it in Rust, which is crazy. I've never written a single line in Rust, but what better way to start than diving head first and learning Rust to be the backend of my, side project? Yeah, sometimes you need to learn some cool stuff. Yeah, exactly. Right? It's a good way to force yourself to learn. And here's another thing. Here's one more thing I want to talk to you guys about. And this could be a whole different topic. I know a lot of us. I'm calling out every single person here. I don't know how many people are here right now. I'm calling out every single one of you, okay? We all use YouTube tutorials, Udemy courses, Medium articles to learn stuff initially, okay? Yeah, learning on the job is mostly limited to the pre-existing stack. Exactly. While in side projects, you can purposefully choose something else. Exactly. Thank you, Steffi. I'm glad that resonates with you. Okay. Now, while this is good, I learned Dino running an own API. It's not to try it. Yeah, perfect. So doing courses, a lot of the time, you're just copying the work the instructor is doing. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. If you're doing a Udemy course and it tells you to follow along and do this, you're just copying it down, which is not bad. If it's your first time learning it, it's a good way to be exposed to what's available. It's a good way to be exposed to how to properly structure it, maybe. It's a good way to just look at it. However, what this does, it's hand-holding. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad method, but I'm saying it for truly what it is. It is hand-holding. You truly don't learn when this occurs, okay? So what doing a side project does, a side project forces you to dive in to a new technology fully by yourself. What's going on, Astro? Fully by yourself and really learning how to use it. Is this true? What do you guys think? Am I correct here? I think there's there's an element of being truthful here, right? Good morning. How was your sleep? Right? I think there's definitely an element to being truthful here. And I'm guilty of it all the time. And I'll even show you guys an example. I've talked about this book multiple times on stream. You guys know I've, self-taught, learning how to go. This is great. This is a great resource. I love textbooks. However, let me show you guys something. All the code, it's already written. The code's already there. The code already runs. I know it runs because the book's published. When I look at a Udemy tutorial, I know the code works because they launched the course. When you do a side project, when what Code just said, you get your hands dirty, there's no guarantee anything you write is going to work. And that is truly how an engineer or software programmer learns. They learn by looking at their errors. They learn by hating themselves because they can't get their code to compile and work. And they learn by searching the internet for solutions and how to properly fix their errors by either documentation, Stack Overflow. But the first step is diving in. To learn, you need to get your hands dirty. Bingo, bango. Okay? Bing, bang. Normally, I do a Udemy course, learn the basics, and then start our own project. That's actually exactly how I do it, Darf. I look at a YouTube tutorial series, a Udemy course. Like, if I were to learn Rust, that's what I would do. YouTube tutorial, Rust for beginners, maybe a Udemy course if that wasn't good, Rust for beginners. I crunch that out. Then I look at Medium articles for maybe how to do something specific in Rust, like create a Rust server, blah, blah, blah. And then I start, implementing that, taking the baby steps. I always advise my college friends to try avoid course as much as possible and get their hands dirty in some projects. Exactly. It does. CTF flag. That's why it's good to do side projects sometimes, because you are going to spend 5 hours potentially going through a Udemy course and you may not get 5 hours worth of quality content from it. That's the risk and reward with things like that. All right, that was a good question. I like that one. What is the purpose of side project? I think we already talked about this, so I'm gonna skip that. I think we already kind of, we talked about why they're good. Silver dollar syndrome. Okay, who's heard of this before? Chat. Have any of you heard about silver dollar syndrome before? And I know all of you may not have heard this terminology, but I know all of us have experienced it before. Nope. All right. I know all of us have experienced it before. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be programming and coding. I know you. You guys, we've all experienced silver dollar syndrome. Okay, so for a video course tutorial, would you just watch and get familiar with the topic instead of copying? What I would do, okay, quick break, grab a coffee. Everyone grab some coffee. We've been talking for a good 45 minutes. I've actually transitioned away from video courses because of how much I was copying, and I went via the textbook route. Because even though the code is still there, you're going to be copying it, the textbook route allows me to read, and I'm just able to digest it better than just watching someone code it on a screen and then doing it side by side. If I have the PDF of the textbook and I'm running it, I still kind of see things differently and I'm able to really process it better. That's just me personally. However, to answer your question, Rhett, yes. Either textbook or video, I look at it just to get familiar with the topic, understand, the language from a usable perspective first. Man. Okay. So silver dollar syndrome, we have all done it. But it is not harder to learn from textbooks if they don't update them. Exactly. So exactly, there's always risk and reward, Owen, for all of them. For every resource, there's risk and reward. Again, at the end of the day, it boils down to what you want and what you like. Okay. So, what is it? I'm going to give you guys an example. You're walking down the street. Okay. As you're walking, you see a silver dollar on the ground. Okay. You get, let me type that properly, on the ground. You get super excited. So you walk towards it to pick it up. But before you do, in the corner of your eyes, you see another shinier silver dollar. So you stop and then you walk towards the shinier silver dollar to pick up. For me, it also feels harder to get creative and deviate from the path the video tells you compared to a textbook, like adding your own little extension and so forth. Yeah. Okay. Decision paralysis is the other way of putting this. Maybe, but let me just continue with this, right? So you're walking down the street. As you're walking, you see a silver dollar on the ground. You're like, okay, cool. The silver dollar, I want that. So you walk towards it. As you're about to pick it up, from the corner of your eye, you see another shinier silver dollar. So you're like, wait a second. I'm just going to go pick that one up. And then you walk towards that. And then that repeats. And before you pick up the shiny one, you look over to the other side and you see even a shinier silver dollar to pick that up. So why this relates to everything, this is what happens with side projects. You think of an idea, you get excited, and you start working on it. But then you get another great side project idea. Then you start working on that one. And then it repeats. And repeats. Does that I think I already asked this, but this must be familiar with other people, right? I can't be the only one who starts a side project thinking it's gonna be the next $22 million idea, and then when the going gets tough and I'm struggling with the code, I think of another great idea, and I just start that one. And the first idea gets kind of lost in the path. And so why the silver dollar analogy is really powerful is you always want to pick up silver dollars, but because your focus is never there, you end up always trying to pick up a silver dollar, but you end up with 0 silver dollars. This denies this ever happening this week. This applies also to any NPM dependency out there. What's up, Michael? Welcome in. First time viewer? Give me that pow. Project abandonment is one of my biggest flaws. I feel so. This happens with everyone. I did this like 2 months ago with the Discord bot that I want to build on stream. I didn't build it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a great idea. I started doing it, and then like 2 days later, I'm like, I have a better idea. I'm gonna do React Go boilerplate, and I did that. It happens all the time. Happens all the time. Okay? I think finishing stuff is actually a skill. Dude, it's crazy how you just wrote that. I was literally gonna, you put it better than I did. Finishing a task is a skill in itself. All right. Do you think it's the same with streaming? Start side project for fun and not with money in mind first place? Absolutely. I've said this plenty of times, and like I sound like a, you know, repeating whatever. I always started streaming not knowing you can even make money. The first time I ever streamed, I didn't know streamers made money on Twitch. I had no idea that was a thing, and you know, that's why I started streaming. I think you should start projects not ever thinking about it picking up. Do it because you want to do it and make it work. So what happens and how do you solve silver dollar syndrome, right? Well, the toughest thing is always keep your focus on the first goal. Okay? Your brain sometimes tricks you and gets bored. Your brain is your brain sometimes can be a dick. All right? Something that needs to be practiced. Side projects are a cool way to eventually practice finishing stuff. Make tasks even if it's for yourself. Absolutely. I feel very ashamed about that. I think about which project would give me the most attention, but not thinking about which project brings me the most joy. It's getting better, but man, daily coder, we all feel that, man. You know what that is? That's just being a human. That's just being a human. We're social creatures. We want attention. And the way people want attention may be different from the way I want it versus the way you want it, but that's just human behavior. You're just being a person. That's completely fine. But it's always good to realize that and be like, you know what? Maybe I'm doing things differently here. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I should focus on just doing something because I fucking love doing it versus if I solve this idea, I think I could get 200 GitHub stars. Very different paths there, right? Always one project at a time here. Very strange, but that's just how I'm doing. Like, good. That's very good. That's a good skill you have. Okay, so and let me give you guys a piece of advice again from a Toyota manufacturing book for lean engineering. Set goals and checkpoints. Checkpoints is a great word, okay, for your side project. Swag poop bubble blaster. Okay. Generally, I think software development is very mystified and there's some magic while it actually isn't all that much different from anything else. Look at people who succeed at sports and translate their habits into what would work for you. Exactly. Engineering is just, I mean, you know, software development is just a tool. It's just a tool to achieve what you want. Okay. And here's another good harsh piece of advice. Okay. Set an expiration date. Okay, I'm going to put 2 asterisks because that's going to get people heated. The reason why you want to set an expiration date, I wouldn't even say it's a deadline. I would say expiration date, and let me tell you why. I purposely use this and not a deadline. Because with a deadline, you almost feel like you have to essentially get it done. With side projects, I want to say that you're allowed to get bored. If you start your side project and you just don't like doing it, you're allowed to abandon it. Don't feel bad for abandoning a project. If it's something that you're just forcing yourself to do, don't do it, okay? If you got bored of your side project, then stop it, okay? But set an expiration date. And the reason why I want to say expiration dates, sometimes the love for a side project expires, you know? Sometimes the love for expires. Okay. But you want to plan ahead for that. So if you set an expiration date, let's say a month ahead, in a month's time, check in with yourself. Check in with yourself. How come we're noting things down on Excaladra? I just really like Excaladra. Beer back negotiating expiration date for my girlfriend. Yo, what's up, Strags? Dude, I haven't seen you in my stream in so long. What's up? Shout out, Stragger. Let's go. Bro, I'll give it to you myself. What's up, handsome boy? How you doing? Okay. So if you get set expiration date, check in with yourself. See if you still like working on it. See if you have been working on it. Because something expires and it's fine. You can just, you know, if that love expires, it's gone. But if you're still passionate, about it, renew that expiration date, baby. Okay? So boom, we wrote a lot about silver dollar syndrome. What if you were passionate about it, but the idea totally sucks? Let me tell you something. Ideas 1%, executions 99. There's really no such thing as a really bad idea. This is my personal opinion. Ideas always 1%, executions 99. You could have the best fucking idea in the world, but if you execute it like a dirtbag, it's gonna be shit. You could have the worst idea in the world, but if you execute it like a god, it's gonna hit. Welcome in, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Melkey. Every Sunday we do engineering talk streams. At my normal streaming, you know, during the week I do programming. We build apps together. So if you're new here, every Sunday, engineering talks. That's how we do it, baby. Join the Discord. We're trying to get 1,000 Discord members. So if you guys can help me reach that goal, I'll be very much appreciative. But that's also where I post all the links for the VODs, my YouTube content, Twitter, and all these notes in the Discord. So get in there. It's a lot of fun. Juice Roll was a horrible idea to execute like a god. Yeah. Also, it doesn't matter if the idea sucks. It's just a side project. Yeah. Exactly. What's up, Trash Simulator 2016? All right. We wrote a lot. We're running a lot, guys. Is everyone having fun? If you're having a good time right now, if these questions are helping you, can I get an exclamation point DROP in chat, please? I need to know if this is good. You know, I want to know if this is helping people. Okay. Let's go on to the next question. Let's go on to the next question. We got a lot of drop. Oh, you guys warm my heart. This, I know it's if this is helping you guys, this is dope. All right. Where's my pizza? All right, snack chat got deprecated. I deprecated snack chat. We got a lot of first time viewers. That's awesome. Did you get bumped? All right. Next question. Do you have to do side project if you already have a full-time job? I think we already talked about this briefly. So this is gonna be a quick question. The answer is yes. You know why? Never stop learning. Never stop learning. Never stop trying. And you never know. And you never know. Your side project can be the next big thing and lead you to, you know, some form of a big goal. You know, what could be a big goal? Big goal could be, and this is getting, you know, crazy talks, but why not? We're a little crazy here. Financial freedom, you know, exposure, can't spell freedom, acquiring Twitch. What's up, Windward Hive? How you doing? What's up, Neo? Welcome in. Financial freedom, exposure, a full-time job. FT is full-time. My take is no, but it's helpful. If you're not into side project after you landed a job, then maybe it's the right moment to think about career choices. Also, if you're super passionate about your job, a code a lot, then it's fine by me. Yeah, good. That's a good way to. That's a different perspective of it, right? I would say, for me, never stop learning and making. So I did a few side projects. They're pretty shitty, and I can't invest more than 5 hours a week on it. So I do small stuff. Perfect. Hey man, that's more than what most people do. Investing 5 hours a week on a side project, it seems like that's very structured. Like, good for you. Good for you, man. I feel like never stop learning and I guess my point here is, no matter what job you have, no matter where you are in life, you should always continue pushing yourself to learn new things, try new things, and build new things. That's kind of my point here, right? If I were to summarize this question, my answer, you know, do you have to do side projects if you already have a full-time job? My answer is, no matter what job you have, no matter where you are in life, you should always continue pushing yourself to learn new things and try new things and build new things. That's 260 hours a year. Imagine that it could be get done. Yeah, Codico. Like, exactly. 5 hours a week, 260 a year. Yeah. I love learning new stuff. Let's say the latest thing is learning a bit Rust and writing Node. Hell yeah. You should generally aim for perfection. I disagree. You shouldn't. I don't think you should aim for perfection. I think that's like a very unhealthy mental state to put yourself in. Because if you aim for something that's too high to reach, you're never going to hit it. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Sorry, I'm just looking up the name. Dave Mustaine. You guys know Dave Mustaine? Let me show you guys. You guys know this dude? Heard of him? It's okay if you haven't. Megadeth. Yes. Okay. Dave Mustaine. Everyone knows him, right? He founded and made Megadeth. Okay? But let me tell you guys something. He got kicked out of Metallica. So he was part of the founding group of Metallica, and he got kicked out from Metallica, and he was so angry about the reason he was kicked out. He's like, oh, why the hell am I kicked out? This is bullshit. Like, F you guys. I'm going to start my own band, and we're going to be better than you. The band he created was motherfucking Megadeth. A massive band. Always performed sold out shows, hugely successful. But you know what? His goal was, he set his goal to be better and bigger than Metallica, which Megadeth never achieved. And no matter the success Dave Mustaine achieved through the success of Megadeth, he always saw himself as a failure because he never got bigger than Metallica. Because in his mind, he put that perspective, that he set that goal of almost perfection. Okay? Okay. It's almost like you're setting yourself up for failure. Because sometimes if your goal overshadows all the work you've done, you never really get to enjoy and prosper through the work you've achieved thus far. So be careful when you set these perfection goals or goals that are incredibly massive. Okay? Be very careful because sometimes, although it's good to reach for the stars, sometimes you gotta be a little bit more, first you gotta reach for your roof. And then you can build your way up. That's all I'm gonna say about that. B-I-G. Okay. Perfect. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's move on. Next question. Do side projects equal side hustles? I think that's a good one. I think it's a good question. Do side projects equal a side hustle? And there's actually only one way to answer this is, the best way to answer this is the following. They can. Right? They can. A side project can be your side hustle. Right? But it's up to you, right? Like, they can. Typically, my advice is don't do a side hustle where the goal is to make money. What's up? Thank you for all those followers, guys. Welcome in. Give me that pow. Don't do side hustle where the goal... Don't do a side project. Oh, that could have been bad. Where the goal is to make money. That will come. Alright, let me tell you guys something. Money will come. Money will come if you continue building, working, and, deploying. I think you should know why you do stuff. Side project does not equal side hustle. Yeah. So, honestly, I'm going to remove that. I actually take that back. Typically, my advice is don't do a side project where the goal is to make money. And Deliver just said it right. Side project, do it for yourself, for, your problems, for learning. Side hustle, do it for, money, not fame, but social clout, etc. They're different. How does Spot J Steph? What's up, Shelby? Shelby? Yeah, it's a Shelby. These two have very different goals. Okay? And because of this, I also forgot. How come, chat, you guys didn't tell me to bring this down? Kind of disappointed? These two have very different goals. And you need to treat them differently. Okay? But it's not to say that I'm going to put a little asterisk here. A side project could become a side hustle down the road. Okay? So, not closing the door on it. If your side project starts a side project and then it keeps working, you keep working on it, you keep using it, you keep dedicating more time into it, it can become a side hustle. Like, let's say if you're a YouTuber, right, and you just post like videos on YouTube, and then for some reason they start to pick up in traction, the algorithm likes it, you might make your YouTube side project more into a YouTube side hustle. So those those, that occurs. But initially, you shouldn't have that mentality that your side project can be your way of making side cash. Not healthy, and it sets you up for failure. Cool. Let's see. Will my full-time employer have rights to my project if it moons? All right, this is a question for a lawyer. Okay. I don't think I'm the right person to answer this one. But I will say the following. About it. First of all, this question is definitely better suited for a lawyer. Okay. Where do these questions come from? Comes from a mind and chat. Chat asked him. If you bullet in your free time, I don't think so. That's something only your own contract can tell you. Exactly. So look at your own contract. Okay. Whoa. That's a big block of text. As I was younger, I was like, I will make the best project ever and I will be a millionaire. Then I was like, do I really want to spend sleepless nights and work 5 to 10 years on an idea with barely surviving with the money I have and then eventually success or fail? I was like, nah, I don't need that stress in my life. I really love the work-life balance. Exactly. Playing music, games, going out with the wife. Money's not everything. Dude, Neo. I've always been preaching that. Dude, so I work at Twitch, and it's like mostly Amazon now. Like Amazon's like fully like, it owns Twitch, and like you can see a lot of the principles coming down. I went from a company, like a small startup, where I was making like a quarter of what I'm making now. And my life, I still have the same problems. My life has not become better. Life, money is not everything. But that's a different topic. And local laws, yeah. So look at your contract. I'm also going to put, local laws. But here's the thing. Here is a rule of thumb. Okay? Don't work on your side project on company equipment. All right? So obviously, don't work on your side project on your work laptop. It might be like, no shit. Again, these are the things that people need to be brought up. Sometimes people forget about that, okay? Okay, so don't work on a side project on company equipment. Another good rule of thumb is try not to work on your side project during company hours. So I'll put like, 9 to 5. And here's one more. Don't work on your side project on company HQ office. These are pretty good rule of thumbs, right? Buy your own personal 3080. I have a 3080. Life, do exclamation point specs. Okay, life is funny in a way that whatever happens is just somehow can come up with new problems. More dough, more problems. Dude, literally, exactly. Cheers to that, sir. So again, this question, I am not. Now the question is, how do I get a new job at Twitch? Do you hire in EU? Yeah, we do hire in EU. I will say, this question, obviously, I am not qualified to answer in any facet. Key roll. Happy Sunday. I cannot answer this question. I'm not qualified to answer this question. Not the right person. Rule of thumb, though, I can give you a rule of thumb. Don't work on your project on a company computer. Don't work on your side project during company hours. Don't work on your side project on company HQ/office. And here's one more. This one depends. Try to keep your side project to yourself. Away from colleagues. I won't even say that. Try to keep it to yourself when it comes to work, right? Look, I get more money, more promise, but there are people who can order $200 worth of caviar on Amazon just because, and those who can't. Yeah, but who cares about those people? I passed to the second phase on the Amazon job there. Oh, you did, Langsdorff? Give me that, pal. Congrats. Chat, can we get an exclamation point drop for our one and only Langsdorff passing the interview process? Let's go. We got our support. You got the trap house support, Langsdorffy. Let's go. We got you. Look at all the support you got, man. That's all of us. We got your back on this. That's all of us right there. That's the community. That's engineering community. Look what happened on Silicon Valley show. Yeah, exactly. Watch Silicon Valley. Great show, by the way. Great show. Okay. So And don't F it up. No pressure. I think that's pretty good, right? I think we answered this question. That's the best I can answer it. Just have a good rule of thumb. Be smart about it, and obviously look at your contract. You know, just and if you have real questions, go find a lawyer. If you actually are concerned, if it becomes an issue, go find a lawyer. Don't ask me. I'm Melkey, man. I'm from Queens. I don't know that one. Okay, next question. Next question. I won the drop. 9519. You gotta get 100 to get $100. But you did one. Where can we find this? If you're a first-time viewer, welcome in. Give me those pows. These are my notes on Excalibur. Guys, get in my Discord. Again, I'm gonna repeat this. I'm trying to get 1,000 members in my Discord. That's where I post all these notes. That's where I post all of my that's where I post all of like my links for Twitch, my VODs. All these VODs are gonna be up as well. So join the Discord, trying to get 1,000 members. It'd be super helpful, and I post these notes if you want them. How do you find a side project? How to find a side project? That's a great question. Welcome in, Bowdy. Or Bodie. Sorry, I can't read. That's a great question, actually. How do you get ideas for a side project? Like, very valid. Very valid. Okay. Let's go. Let's continue down here. Do side projects matter for a portfolio? The answer is yes. Of course. However, not all of them. That's kind of like funny I would rate that. You know what I mean? Yes, but not all of them. It's such a, again, I always say this. I hate when people give you that answer. It's like yes and no. Or it's like yes, but it depends. I gotta go. Yo, take it easy, liver. Thanks for stopping by. I am under the belief that each resume or each application should be tailored and be specific. Okay, hold on. I gotta bring this down. Boom. Okay. So when you're applying to a company, will you share these notes with? Yeah, if you join a Discord, there's a channel called Engineering Talks. It's in there. But by the way, guys, so my name is, if you're new here, my name is Melkey. Every Sunday we do Engineering Talks streamcast podcast. I don't know what to call it yet, but it's Engineering Talks, where we take topic for engineering, software engineering, life topics, and we discuss them. I discuss them with you guys. You guys discuss them with me. It's every Sunday. This is our third week. First week we did how to prepare for FANG interviews. Second week we did the best programming language for 2022. And this week we're doing how to manage your side projects. So if you are liking this style of content, make sure you let me know and make sure you give me some ideas, because, you know, I definitely have a lot of fun doing this. So I don't know what that was. That was kind of embarrassing. Okay. So each resume should be tailored and specific. So with that, you should also specify which side project you are going to showcase in your application package. Maybe you got some guests on this format too. I don't know if I'm going to guess on this, man. I'm trying to. I did a lot of like collaboration stuff. I don't know, man. I just enjoy doing things for myself. I think when you I don't know. I think I might not be the best person to do collaborations. As being me truthful. But yeah, like Neo, you guys are the guests, you know, like you guys are the guests. The Liver was contributing a lot. Langsdorff contributed a lot. Neo Cromer is contributing a lot. All of you guys who ask me questions, you know, you guys are contributing. So I don't know. I'm having a good time by myself right now. So which channel you'll post these notes? The Engineering Talks channel. So it should be a channel where you can't message, but I post the links of all the notes there. So you should see the previous 2 weeks there. I'm just a views bot. Yeah. When working on your projects, do you organize them with a design doc? Oh, Black Flag. Great question. I forgot to add that. Someone asked that earlier and I forgot it. Sorry. I'm sorry. How to organize your side projects. Let's put like Kanban, tickets, etc. And what's that? Oh, Devadad, dude. Thank you so much. 12 months? That's a year. That's a year together. Give me that, pal. Big shout out for Devadad. Appreciate that. You guys have been very generous with the subs. There's been a lot of new tier 1 subscribers. Welcome in, guys. Okay. I say definitely they do. And we talked about this earlier with the Twitter example. I'm just going to say this one more time. Where's the bot stat? Bro, me and you've been killing the bot game lately, bro. Blop. If you have a side project that is specific or relatable to a company you are applying to, it's a great, it's a great demonstration that you want to work at that particular company. On the current question, what would you think of a dev who has 0 side projects, like 10 years experience? That's fine. I don't think anything of it. Yeah, side projects are not mandatory. If you're a developer with like that rich of experience, like 10 years in the industry, in the game, you don't need side projects. It's not like a one-way streak, right? I'm not much of a typer, especially in Twitch chat for these types of things. I just soak in everything. But yo, Elijah, like as long as it's helpful, I'm happy, So again, so maybe this is more for juniors, entries, etc. But side projects are good. Side projects are good for starting a conversation. Side projects are good for differentiating you from other candidates. Okay. Yo, Rab. What's going on, homie? Happy Sunday. Silker Gang. I probably sound like 7 chats a stream. Facts. Facts, no fiction. 0 fiction. The 0th of fictions. Alright, cool. I think that's good for this one. I think the seniors are contributing more to open source projects. Which I think, is that the next question? There was an open source. What do you think about side projects for backend dev? It's hard to make something that looks good like a front end would. I mean, as long as it's functional, I mean, definitely. Like I do all my, like I'm not a front end developer, so my side projects are mostly focused on the back end logic. But I mean, hey, Supercube. I mean, that could be an opportunity for you to get better at front end engineering. That's what side projects are for. If you lack, that oomph, that UI, that UX aspect of it, fuck it. Next project, why don't you just spend more time working on the front end portion of it? It won't hurt you, Okay. Do you have to ship/deploy your side project? I'm going to couple this with something else. Man, we wrote a lot. Jesus. Yo, what's up, Nunchi? What's going on, homie? Happy Sunday. How you doing, man? I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to combine these into, because there's one that I don't want to repeat the same question over and over again. They're similar. Hurts my soul to write JS. Where is it? What is considered a finished side project? Bingo. Bing bong. Let's get out of this. And then post that. Oh my god. Oh my. As a JF dev, you hurt me. All languages are fine. Okay. So, do you have to ship/deploy your project, and what is considered a finished project? So this is a great topic, and we, refer to silver dollar question above, right? Because a lot of times you don't finish a project and you start a new one. You don't finish that one, you start another new one. You don't finish that second one, you start a third one, and it continues until you look at your home directory. You go to personal and you have a bunch of folders all with starter project number 2, start project number 3, and not finished. Okay, it's not done until you put on the blockchain. So, shitty answer alert. Only you know when the side project is fully done, is really done. Okay, and that's a good point. Honestly, a project is never really fully finished. You can never 100% a project. You can always make it better. You can always change something about it. You can always get more people to use it. etc., etc. So you can never 100% a project. That's why in the very beginning or project planning, set your own goals, set your own, set your own goals, set your own milestones, and create your own checkpoints to check in with yourself while your project's going. If you get to a point that you say, yeah, your project's done. Like, let me give you guys an example. Like the bot, Delkey Mev. Where's Delkey Mev? Where's this douche? Specs, right? The Delkey Mev chatbot. Okay? It's a side project. Was it a very complicated side project? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was I think everyone can it's a very easy side project, okay? But nevertheless, it is a side project. But you know what the good thing about Delkey Mev is? This side project, okay? It's to the point where I consider it done. I consider this project done. Because I don't have a point to, do anything with it. It serves its purpose. It's been battle tested. I've streamed, over 100 streams and it's been working. I like it. But you know what's cool about it? Is I can do something like this. I could nuke it and I could do something like, I could go here and I could do command. You know what? Let's do testing, right? This is a new testing command, right? So I can always work on it, improve it, rerun it, and then chat. Hey, chat, can you guys do me a favor? Exclamation point testing in chat right now. Exclamation point testing. Can you guys hit that for me? Can we do this right now? Can we battle test Melkey? There you go. You see what I mean? Very good distinction. It's like the bot is done. The side project is done. But it's never 100% done because I can always add more commands to it. I can always, modify things to it. Every time I start streaming, I modify my today command because every time I stream, it's a different command. You know what I mean? So, and by the way, Discord, join the Discord. Let's get to 1,000 members, folks. 1,000 members, and we're doing a big stream. 1,000 members, and we're doing a 12-hour stream. I said it. I couldn't wait it in. 12-hour stream, 1,000 Discord members incoming. Okay, Incometober. All right, but no 12-hour stream if we don't get 1,000 Discord members. Y'all know the drill skis. Anyway, that's what I mean. So it's up to you to decide. Oh, okay. We're gonna ignore that. How many members so far? I think I don't know. I hope we're close, but we're not. I know we're not close. So approaching 800. Okay, approaching 800. Okay. So how do you like the Moonlander? I'm using it for 7 months. I love it. Oh, I love it. Neo, it's amazing. It cured my top pain. I had bad neck pain because like I'll type like this. I had like a 60% keyboard. I'll type like this. Oh my god, even like this. I just went like this and I feel my muscles hurt. So with the Moonlander, I'm like, it's so much better. Okay, so make sure you are happy with what completion is. And here's another thing, if you share, what's up, Francisco? Welcome in. If you have a side project, other people are like, oh, you could do this, you could do that. Is the bot's code public? I don't think it is. I think it's private. It might be public. Hey, check my GitHub. Exclamation point GitHub. And one more thing. Some people may tell you that you need to do X, Y, and Z to be considered, complete. At the end of the day, that's up to you to decide. That's up to you to decide. Okay, because it's your side project. Moonlander accommodates to Melkey's huge pecs. I'm getting thicker, man. I'm going to the gym a lot. I'm getting thicker. Okay, was that helpful, guys? Does that make sense? I will say that you don't need to ship it. You don't need to deploy it. You don't need to deploy a side project. However, I would recommend it. Okay, because it's different when you work on your side project on your local machine. You know how it works. You avoid things on purpose because you kind of you're working on Thursday night and you're like, oh, I don't really want to work on this. I gotta fix this bug. So I would say that, have you heard of cyberpanel.net? Melkey just found out about it today, and that's amazing to step up VPS. I have not. Um, but I would say, get other get others to use your side project. Let them battle test it. Let them battle test it. Let them find bugs, errors, whatever. You know, that's just my personal 2 cents. I would deploy it. I would get people to test it. I'll get people to check it out, share it, get other people using it. That's just me. If you're happy with your side project not including it, conversation over. You're good. Is having CI/CD, Docker, etc. going to be valid with someone reviewing that project? Going to be valid when someone is reviewing that project. What do you mean? What do you mean reviewing that project? I mean, I think if you are using a CI/CD pipeline, if you're deploying anything with Docker on like a droplet or a server and it works, I mean, shit, they shouldn't care about that. That's up to you. That's up to you how you want to deploy your code. For example, when applying to a job, oh yeah, for sure. Like if you don't have a lot of working experience with CI/CD, but you use Jenkins on your own project, or you've used GitHub Actions on your own project, yeah, like it shows that you're familiar with the technology if you used it. It demonstrates that you know that exactly. Also, it also could demonstrate that like every time I read a resume, if they write like they've used the technology, and this may be incorrect, but I assume they've at least read the documentation to a certain point, right? So if you can say on your side project, if you use Docker, you use CI/CD, I'm under the assumption that you've at one point you looked at the documentation, which is great. It shows that you're familiar with the technology. Okay. What was that? Get out of here. Sometimes when you click on Excalibur, like pastes for it, which is weird. Okay, collaborations for projects. Should I and how? This is a good topic. Me and Trash are making Blop. It's a crypto competitor to Blip. What would you see as more important? Past work experience or the project that they can show you? Depends on what level you are in your career. If you're entry / like noob intern, probably side projects, or maybe equally. If you're intermediate senior, then it's probably going to be work experience. Collaboration side project, should I and how? So, I mean, this depends. Okay. This definitely depends. When you work with others, I think it adds more seriousness to your SP. Okay. And I think that's just kind of innate, more people looking at the progress. You're held accountable, and obviously you don't want to drag the team down. Okay, so collaboration, if you want to collaborate with a project, personally I think that adds a little bit of element that like, okay, this project has another person in it, we gotta take it more seriously. Yo, what's up, Leon? Leonard SSH 22, so that's totally fine. Just be aware. Sometimes when you collaborate, it may turn you off from the project. Some people have different ideologies on your initial side project, so just be careful. I have no problem with collaboration on side projects. I just think it's, you typically would want to have some sort of tracking involved. Definitely, if you're collaborating, have a ticket tracker system. But regardless, yeah, that's just my opinion. I think it's good. I think it's really good to collaborate. It's good to collaborate because you understand how sometimes the code that works on your machine may not work on your partner's machine or your friend's machine. So it's good to be exposed to different elements. It's good to be exposed on understanding how certain people look at your code and can give you opinions on it. So that's like my 2 cents. But how to collaborate on a side project? So the how is, make sure you're on the same page as to what this project should do and the goals for it. It's really easy once you get more people in, ideas start flying. Here's an example. Have you guys heard the expression, too many chefs in the kitchen. Okay. This could bite you in the ass if you're collaborating. If the way you want to collaborate is make sure everyone has a set responsibility in the collab, in the project. You know, you don't want 5 front end devs and one back end dev. This seems pretty disastrous. This seems like it's not going to work. So be careful on how you want to divide the project. Make sure responsibilities are properly. I'm saving up for a Fort Hadouken, bro. I'm gonna raise that. Inflation costs. Inflation. Okay. Yo, shout out RWX Rob. He's cool. I like him. He speaks Russian. He learned Russian when he lived in Russia, and he's not Russian. He just speaks Russian. FU 1. Whoa, aggressive, Astro. Aggressive. 30 a shit ton? I mean, if you've ever seen a fart Hadouken, you'd know that they're worth it. So, and I'd also say one thing. When more people are involved in a project, they will throw in new ideas. Кто тут по-русски говорит? Мы все на русском можем. How about documentation? Should you focus on? I wouldn't say so. But I'll get to that. They will throw in new ideas, and sometimes it will bloat the project. Okay, so I think that's all I'm gonna say on collaboration, side project, should and how. So be careful when you do side projects, because adding another person on a team, it adds a little bit more seriousness, and just there's a few factors that go in there. Okay, let's see. Wow, we wrote a lot, huh? We wrote so. Get workflow and side projects. Oh, okay, cool. My gosh, why did we write so much? Yo, we did write a book. Okay, so get workflow and side projects. When you're working on on a local side project and you use Git to store the project, sometimes you just do straight to main. Here's my opinion. Okay, everyone's gonna have a different opinion. There's no right answer for this one. There's no right answer for any of them. Are you sharing a text? Yes. In my Discord. So join the Discord, and in the channel, I'm gonna post all these notes. This is the 3rd installment. So here's my personal opinion. Melkey, I mean, this is all my personal opinion. What am I saying? I think that any project, when he hits 999, everyone leave. Oh my god, trash. Get the fuck out of here. I think that any project should follow a bare bone Git flow. I don't think you should push to main on any project. Okay? I don't think so. And like, it's pretty funny because if you're working by yourself and you do like a merge to like you have a separate branch and you merge it and like you review your own code, it's like that meme where the person's putting the metal on themselves, right? Classic meme. Branch, review, and merge your own code, thank you, I appreciate that. I like the beard too. I think I'm gonna keep it a little bit. I was clean shaven for a long time. I think I was clean shaven for all of 2021. I'm pretty sure I never grew a beard in all of 2021. I forgot I could grow a beard. I just stopped shaving, and I'm like, dope. This is good. Okay. Oh, sorry, gross. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen you with one. Yeah. So I actually believe in this meme. Okay. I think a bare bone implementation, at the very least, implementation is have main, have development. Okay, I think that at the very least, you should have that. And the reason for that, I have big pains committing to master and not knowing where the last deployment commit is. I still do it, no regrets. No, not even a single letter. So yeah, I actually do believe in that meme where like you review and deploy and code and merge it yourself. Even though you could be like, well, why not just go straight to main? It's a principle thing, okay? It's a principle thing. Like, you want to build good habits. Even the small details, I think they add up. So it takes no second to just branch off, make a development branch, and then branch off of that if you have to, and then you merge to main. I think it's just good practice that main should only be used for, you know, merging. That's my personal Git kind of philosophy. The main branch, the master branch, should only be used for merging. And that's like, even if the code is broken, that's fine, okay? But main should only be merged to, not committed to, okay? Imagine my current company just moves to Git. They've been using TFS for years. Really? Interesting. Are they an older company? Okay. Main / master branch should only be merged into. Well, if you're on Microsoft Stack, TFS makes sense. I don't know if you're on that though. Why wouldn't Microsoft use GitHub though? Like they bought it. Again, I don't know. I don't really know TFS, so yeah, my opinion is in Git workflow, it's like the too long didn't read here is too long, you know, didn't read. Even though it's like one of the short answers. Yes. Integrates well with Visual Studio. Oh, okay, I see. Yes. Just build good habits. Just build good habits, even if it's for your own side project. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I go the full mile. Like if for a side project, if I like to do something, like I do like separate branches with specific names, blah blah blah. That's just me. That might be me going too much. You don't have to go that. Like that might be crazy. I am crazy. Okay, next question. You guys having fun? Is this fun? I don't even know why that's there. I like feature branches. I do feature branches too. Are you on the squash and commits train? Yeah, I do. I squash commits. Yeah, I don't like my main branch to have like a list of all the commits from everything on merge. I don't like that. This document is so hard to parse. What do you mean? Why is it hard to parse? My company still have a source safe. Oh, what did I just do? Whoops. There you go. Yo, thank you for that follow. So what happens when I get bored? We kind of already talked about that. That's kind of like the expiry date topic, so we're not going to go on that again. What happens if I start a new one before I finish the old one? We did talk about this as well. Let's see. Trunk based with no long-lived branches for the win. Okay. Open source contributions. Yeah, this is we let's talk about this one. And then we have like 2 more questions. And I think that'd be good. I think this is a good session. I don't know. Might just be me. Let's go like that. Open source contributions. So I want to say one thing off the bat. An open source contribution. Yo, Lumorin, yo, thank you for that sub. Appreciate that. Give me that, pal. Thank you. Thank you very much. Also, Supercuber, these are the VODs. So I have a YouTube channel and a VODs channel. What cloud provider would you recommend? I recommend AWS. AWS is just the best. I've used all 3. I've used Azure. I've used GCP. I think AWS is the most expensive, but not by that much, and it's just way worth it. I use DO2. Where do you work again? Yeah, exactly. Paid promotion. All right. And I do use DigitalOcean a lot too. Okay. I do use I use DigitalOcean. If I have like my small projects get deployed on DigitalOcean. Okay. Open source contribution. Let me just say, an OS contribution in itself is a in itself can be a side project. Okay. I believe contributing to side projects is amazing. If you can create something that helps a community community slash tool with, you know, your work slash code, then it's the best. It's then it's, you know, I don't know. If you can contribute, if you can create something that helps a community tool with your work slash code, that's phenomenal. Where's the Discord bot deployed? It's only deployed locally actually. You barely need Cloud UI when you use Infra as code. I think AWS is counterintuitive if all you want to do is quickly spin something up for a small project. But if you want to do something properly, then yeah, it's worth investing in time. Yeah, that's a really good point. But in that point, I would say DigitalOcean is your best bet for something small just to deploy. If it's like Dockerized, if you use like GitHub Actions. But AWS does have a lot of more, I don't know. They thought of everything. So what else do we got? I think open source contributions as side projects are probably the best way to start. And let me explain why. So it gives you a goal. It gives you a set goal, right? If merged and used, you're done. You collaborate with others. Your side project has actual impact and value right away. Is there a good place to find open source projects to contribute to? It's something I've always wanted to. There's a GitHub. I saved it on my TikToks. There's a GitHub repo that has a link to a bunch of open source projects that are looking for contributors, and they have like their own ticket system and everything like that. So it's great. Also, I would say if you are a junior or, you know, just starting and don't have work experience, open source contributions is a great way to start building the resume. Awesome. Cool. Isn't it hard to join? Like what people can do, fix a typo and read me? I mean, hey, decision. Let me tell you something. Even if you're doing something as small as contributing to a readme, it's better than doing nothing. You know, if you have to contribute to a small readme PR, go ahead, do it. And then slowly you can build from that, right? Okay, you contribute to a readme. Maybe you see something else. Maybe you see another thing in the code source. So you slowly build up. Obviously, I think if you are just contributing like a readme typo, I would say that shouldn't necessarily be considered as a side project. I think like adding a new feature should be, you know, where's this Git repo? I don't know. I have to look at my TikToks. I don't know it off the top of my head. All right, cool. Let's see. How many questions? And we have 2 more. How to get ideas for side projects? And I'm going to end on this one. I'm not going to talk about the organization one. That one's like very depends on who you are as a person and this and that. We're going to talk about how to get ideas for a side project. Like that. Okay, how to get ideas for a side project. So honestly, just living your life. Just living your life. You will encounter a bunch of problems that piss you off. Okay? Yeah, solve problems in your life. That's the best way. Solve problems in your life. That's the best way to do it. And here's another great point. You can ask, sure, you could, like, you know, Reddit. I'll write that. Use Reddit, you know, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, talk to people. And here's another good thing. Try new things that open your perspective and experience. I'm gonna give you guys an example. Experiences. And then, oh, fuck. Okay, I don't know why it did that. I can't think of any problems that piss me off. You're not thinking hard enough then. Example. Here's an example. I started streaming, right? I started streaming on Twitch. It was a new exam. It was a new experience, and it opened my perspective. Here's from this, I was able to build Snack Chat, a Twitch bot, CodePow, etc. So my point here is, when you start something new, like going to yoga, going to the gym, going for hikes, getting into claymation, getting into javelin throwing, you experience these new aspects of life, and then you're allowed to think of new problems in that domain that someone new with a new perspective has, that someone with experience may overlook. So, always look at things with a fresh perspective. Always look at things with a fresh perspective. Okay. I think that's the best way to get ideas for side projects. Idea number 999, Hypercam 2 clone. Only if I'm allowed registering it. That's good. But honestly, I'd also say this. Write down all of your ideas. I have a scrap piece of paper on a piece of paper. Okay? I write down all my ideas on a piece of paper. Some of them are garbage. Some of them are good. Is cloning existing idea a good project, or should it be something original? No. If it's not original, just make it different. Come with 10 new ideas every day, and you'll see everything as a problem to solve. Yo, chat, any movie recommendations? Blow with Johnny Depp. Okay. So write down all your ideas on a piece of paper. Ideas not the problem. Major problem is getting started. Major problem, get going. Yep. Is a registered hypercam an inside joke or something? Why would the text appear after being registered? I chose to keep it there. I chose to keep the watermark. Cool. How else can I flex it? Supercube, you got this. How else can I flex the fact that I've registered a hypercam? Okay. Are we good, chat? Was this a good session? Was this a good engineering talks? You guys have fun? You guys know how I judge if you guys had a good session, right? Exclamation point drop. If you liked what we talked about today, if you enjoyed the conversation, if you had a chill time, if you've been playing in the background, if you learned something, if you contributed, can I get a drop in chat, please? I wish I was the only person who dropped. All right, we're gonna go raid my homeboy, CM Griffin. Actually, you know who we're gonna raid? Cade. Cade gave me a raid last time, and I didn't give it back to him. I didn't check. I had no. How can I check your blog, bro? I was streaming. I'll check it out right now. All right, we're gonna raid Cade. Yo, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Let's pause the music for a second. You guys are amazing. This was extremely fun. If you don't know, my name is Melkey Dev. I work for Twitch. I stream, obviously. My stream schedule comes up either Monday or Tuesday. What we do is we're working on a new application. That's gonna be my regular stream. So if you want to see me build something in Go, React, it's a lo-fi Pomodoro style application, a web app. We're gonna be building that. We did all the ideation and tech specs, the other stream, and every Sunday it's engineering talks. So if you like this style stream, I hope to see you next Sunday. If you guys have any ideas, post them in the Discord. Let's do that Discord promo. I need to get 1,000 members. If I get 1,000 members on Discord, guess what? I will do a 12-hour stream. So please, we're trying to get to 1,000 members. That's also where I post all my VODs, my YouTube content, Twitters, all of that. So all these notes are going to be on the Discord channel, on the Engineering Talks channel. And Until then, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Stay safe, stay motivated, stay building, stay dominant, and remember, take over. Melkey out.